Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Anna's Quest. So, the we are now in the memories of Winifred when she was Winfrieda, when she was a child at the school, and during breaking up the wedding, she was accused of being a murderer, and I have to kind of wonder if maybe it was her other sister that did it, because it seemed like that might be the case, that one sister became the queen through trickery and we're being tricked again. We'll have to look in the memories though and play this way. So here their mother Dorothea said, I can't go outside in the memory until I prove I know why I'm in the void school. And all of these posters look like they might be runic things, and that would explain word.
The alphabet. As if I didn't learn that already when I was little.
There's a ton of stuff to click on here.
That's Jacob and precious little Jannika's desk. Of course, she's front of the class. And of course, Jacob followed her there.
Sharing desks, interesting. Old school, very old school school here.
My desk. Furthest away from the teacher, just the way I like it. Too bad I have to share it with Wilhelm. Ugh.
Wilhelm.
That's where Hans and Jorinda sit. Hans used to sit with me, but Mother moved him when we talked too much.
So it seems like Winifred wants to be a scientist with Hans. She doesn't even want to be a witch. There's a chair here.
The single most uncomfortable piece of furniture you can possibly imagine. It makes sitting through class a pain. Literally. Should have known. Joringal's self-portrait. What a mess.
No need to be mean, Winfrieda.
It's true, though. Look at it. Wasn't even trying. Jorinda's self-portrait. Yeah, that's pretty much her. Always pretty, happy, and kind. Even though no one's that friendly to her. Clearly the best one there. Got all the coloring in the lines and everything. Of course it's placed in the furthest corner. Thanks, Mother.
So it seems like they're almost helping me remember who these characters are, because like Joringel, I know he's the ghost we met a long time ago, chained to the wall in like this chapter 2. Wow. And these portraits don't look anything like those characters, so just the name is the only thing that's getting refreshed here.
Of course Wilhelm has some cool dude sunglasses and jacket. Truth is, he owns neither.
And who's Wilhelm? There's too many characters popping back up now. Wilhelm was... It's not the king, I don't think.
That one is Hans' self-portrait. I like his too. Nice and simple. No showing off. Unlike some people. Jacob's self-portrait. Acting the tough guy even on paper.
Some of these characters I don't think were even mentioned.
Perfect little Jannika. She can't help herself. All surrounded by stars, even in a drawing. She thinks she's the center of the universe.
Winfrieda, really, be nice to your sister.
So that's all the portraits.
The outside world. Freedom. So near, yet so far.
Don't be so dramatic. Just recite your work like I asked, please.
See, and it almost feels like playing as Winfrieda here is the exact opposite of playing as Anna, because Anna is the super nicest, most sincere, most naive character I've probably ever played in a game, and here we have a girl about her same age that is completely jaded.
Yeah, that's the family. when Father was still with us. What good is a picture anyway? He's gone, and he's not coming back.
It is of great importance, Winfrieda, to keep their spirits close, lest we find ourselves alone.
Yeah. Sentimental nonsense, if you ask me. It opens the shed by the school, with all the neat gardening stuff inside. Not that anyone uses it much since Father didn't come back.
Then we have a tea, an apple, and then Dorothea, the mother, the spell book, chalk, duster, chalk, and bellows. Blackboard.
It's the stupid apple that teacher's pet Yannicka brought for Mother, just like she always does. It's water, but with bags of leaves dunked into it. It's like a gross leaf drink.
It's only ever gross if you let it go cold.
More like because it's got gross leaves dunked into it. Ugh.
Alright. I don't even know what our lesson is supposed to be.
Thing. You know, the thing that sucks up air and blows it back out. The amount of times I've had to take that darn thing outside and whack the chalk out of it. It's where the boring lessons are written up on our boring class about boring spells. Mother's spell book. The spell book. I've had a peek in it before, and oh boy, sure makes class spells look like child's play.
That's because the class spells are child's play. You're children, after all.
So, I almost wonder if I'm going to end up casting a spell here, and because of that, doing something on accident. I guess I can't go to the courtyard.
I guess I could just try and make a run for it.
Excuse me, Winfrieda.
Alright, let's open the desk. And now we've got stuff in the desk to look at.
Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 weird. Blah, blah, destiny. Blah, blah. All right, I think I got it well enough. Let's just spout this off to Mother and get out of here.
What's in
That's
this
where
desk?
Hans and Yorinda sit. Mother will just get more angry, though, if I copy off their work.
So I can't just open these desks?
That's Jacob and precious little Yannicka's desk. Mother will just get more angry, though, if I copy off their work.
So is this some kind of combination to something? Take the
Unless
duster.
Mother makes me, I'm not touching that wretched thing. I'll leave the posters be. Joringel or Wilhelm might still need them.
And I can't take any
No,
of these?
Mother seems to think they make the room look friendly or whatever. I
Take
don't
an
need
apple?
anything from Yannicka. Mother can keep it.
Take the key.
Don't even think about it, Winfrieda.
And drink leaf water? No, thank you. What would I want with some stupid family picture anyway? I see enough of them in school as it is.
So I think I've done everything unless I have to sit in a chair.
School's over. No way you're getting me back into this desk today.
What's weird is Winifred seems to never get out of this cloak. Even on her wedding day, she was still wearing a cloak. Let's talk to Dorothea.
Hey, Mother.
Winfrieda, really?
All right. All right. I think I'm ready now.
Very well, go ahead. Tell me what word is.
Weird is the pattern that shapes our destinies, influenced in many ways, in part by the weave of the Norns, 3 great maidens who look upon us all and determine our futures, but also by everything we do, everything our ancestors did. Causality and consequence, it is what will happen, is happening, and what has already happened.
Very good. Now recite the Vogt School of Witchcraft's oath for me.
But Mother... By the weird we shall abide, and in respect treat each day justly, for every right, a path warm and enlightened. For every wrong, a path blackened and cold, and stay cautious of the devil, forever waiting to... To,
And stay cautious of the devil, forever waiting to corrupt my resolve.
yeah, what you said.
Listen to me, Winfrieda. This is what concerns me the most, as it should you.
Oh, here we go.
This science that you and Hans obsess with. Don't let your mind be distracted by what's not important.
Mother! It's just because it's something you don't understand. You're being dramatic.
I am not. I have seen what it will do to you. To your word. It is a dark, dark path, Winfrieda, that you must not take lightheartedly. If your father was here, you know he'd say the same.
That's a lie. He was always happy to let me do my experiments. Unlike you.
He wouldn't have been if it got in the way of your witchcraft, Winfrieda. Not if it let Yannicka get this far ahead of you in your studies.
I've done what you asked. May I leave now?
Yes. Yes, you may. Oh, but Winnie, if you see Hans, tell him to come see me to practice his test. As should you. The Wanderer will be here any day. The judgment he passes will play a crucial part in your word. Practice. Be ready for his test. It is for your own good.
Fine, I will.
Have we done the right thing, Philip? Putting the fate of the girls in the hands of someone else? No. It is the way of word. I cannot waver. And the girls, we will see. Only time can tell now.
Two Sisters in a Faraway School, Chapter 6. So, it seems like this entire puzzle may take place here in the past,
Freedom!
in memory.
Finally! Now, Hans told me he had something he wanted to tell me, only... everyone's here except for him. Where's he gone off to now?
So, let's see. Wilhelm, I don't remember Wilhelm. Jacob and Jorinde were the two ghosts in the first things. This is Yannicka, the sister. So Wilhelm and Joringel. Joringel. Is Joringel the name of the fox that was eating fruit? Wow. It is. So what do we have to click on? We have the lunchbox, the plaque, the window. We have 3 people to talk to, 4 people, and the shed, and then a treehouse.
He always gets the best lunches. Those grapes look pretty delicious.
Let's
Joringel isn't the friendliest kid around, so he's usually on his own. If he stopped yelling at all of us, he might actually make some friends. How's it going, Joringel?
Huh? You never talk to me. What do you want from me?
Enjoying those berries, I see.
Very much so. And no, you can't have any.
Fine. I was just making a joke.
Yeah, right. You're just trying to trick me into giving you my lunch. You guys always teasing me, trying to take my stuff.
But whatever. See if I care. Why are you over here on your own?
What do you mean? I'm always on my own.
Okay then. Why are you always on your own?
What do you care? You don't care about me. No one cares about me.
Well, actually, I'm asking you because...
Because you're a trickster. You just want to trick me. I know what you guys are like. Acting like my friend, just so you can take my stuff.
But hey, I've never...
No more. I won't fall for it. If no one cares about Joringel, then I don't care for anyone either. From now on, Joringel only cares about Joringel.
Okay, jeez. Forget I asked. I'll leave you alone then. You happy now?
Very. They're my berries. My berries.
That's the window above Mother's desk. This is kind of boring.
Is there any particular reason why you are spying on me, Winfrieda?
This place is boring. There's nothing else to do.
Go play with the other children. Without upsetting them, preferably.
All right.
Well, I guess that's my hint. I need to upset somebody.
Folked. School of Witchcraft.
Wilhelm has a... Is that a yo-yo or just a rubber band ball?
These two brothers, all they care about is looking cool and impressing Yannicka. This one is the tough guy. If the yo-yo didn't make that obvious enough. Something tells me his trick still needs some work, though.
Winnie, you finished detention. Are you okay? I hope Mother wasn't too hard on you.
I'm fine, Yannicka. It's just detention. Not that you'd know what that's like.
I know you're a tough cookie, Winnie. I just think that, well, sometimes Mother is a bit hard on you is all.
She has to be. With the Wanderer coming and the grades she's getting.
Ha! Exactly. There's no way she'll ever beat you, Yannicka.
It's not a competition, Wilhelm.
There's only one way Winnie will ever get through the Wanderer's test.
Diving into the lake and taking the amber orb from Vice Frauen.
Don't even joke about that. You know what happened to poor Yorinda.
Yeah, maybe Winnie could get some advice from her. If she ever talked again, that is.
Yeah, well, maybe I will. Then I'd really show you guys.
Winnie, no! The Weiss of Frauen, you don't know what they do. You can pass the test without a silly orb. I know you can.
Vice of Frauen. Only you guys would still believe in silly children's tales like that. I have a secret advantage anyway that will make me 10 times better than Yannicka.
But it's really not a competition.
Yeah, right. Here comes the science babble.
It's not babble. You'll see. I'll prove you all wrong and win the test.
Come on, everyone. It's Friday. Let's just have fun.
Wait a second. Not everyone is here. Where's Hans? Do you guys know where he went?
He said he was going to the usual place. He seemed pretty excited.
Yeah, their usual little lovebird hideout.
It's not like that. Ugh. Not everyone is like you boys, spending all day dribbling and drooling all over precious you-know-who.
Who know who?
No one, Yannicka.
Yannicka.
I can never remember his stupid code for the hideout, though. I hope he's written it down somewhere.
So, maybe Wilhelm is the king? And poor Jorinde was attacked by the Weiss whatevers. And so I'm getting an idea here that maybe Hans went to get the orb to help her pass the test and got killed. And because of that, everybody blamed her and said... So that whole conversation was these three people, so it's not just a different conversation
Yeah,
each time.
she's all right. She hasn't talked since the incident at the lake. Too bad some of the boys around here haven't had the same problem.
Let's go be nice to her if we can.
Hey there, Yorinda. Still not saying much, huh? Between you and me, though, this thing with not talking, was it really from seeing the Weiss Frauen? I mean, they aren't real, right? Never mind. You seem kind of lonely over here. I could be wrong, but you seem to keep glancing at someone in the yard. Aha! I'm not wrong. Is it a boy? You can tell me. Well, actually, no, I guess you can't, huh? Let me see. I bet it's... wait. You wouldn't be the kind to fall for the popular boys. So that must mean... Interesting. About the amber orb, though. When you fell in the lake, you're sure you didn't see the orb? Because I could be wrong, but I think even if you did see it, then you wouldn't tell me. Because like everyone else, you think it's too dangerous. Yeah, I bet I'm right. It's there, I'm sure of it. Oh well. See you, Yorinda. Gardening shed. Father was always working in there when he was here. Mother said I'm never to go in there, so there must be really cool stuff in there.
So I don't have telekinesis or anything.
Locked,
Although
as
it
usual.
seems like
It's not fair.
when
I
she's
bet there's all
older, she
kinds of
does
fun
have
stuff in there.
telekinesis of some sort. Let's move on to the treehouse. See, this feels kind of like rushing towards a car crash, this whole puzzle, because I just don't think it's gonna end well. Let's see.
Darn bees, trying to move into our treehouse. You're not welcome here. I can't reach that from where I am now. It might seem like an ordinary tree, but really it's our secret hideout. I helped Hans make it, but it was his idea. Now it's basically our home, and my favorite place to be. Climbing trees, that's for kids. I'm a sensible scientist girl, so I have to act like one.
And the next one is a path. So we got 3 rocks here.
These are the hidden buttons Hans uses for the hideout. Only problem is, I can never remember his stupid codes.
Oh no. Please don't tell me it's the code that's written under the desk. That would be a lot of code to remember.
Oh, that path leads to the lake, where Yorinda says she saw the amber orb. I'm tempted to go see if it is really there, but I'll go see Hans about it before I go all the way out there.
So we need to go back to the school and get the code, I guess. Hopefully she just memorizes it herself and I don't have to follow, because this is going to be a nightmare. It's like left, right, right, middle, left, right, left.
I'm so unorganized. I can't even tell what my own notes mean. Oh, what's this? Something scribbled here with my name on it. It just says left, right, right, middle, left, right, left.
That's the right way to do it, certainly, in an adventure game. Both tell me and show me the answer. Left, right, right, middle, left, right, left.
Ah, there we are. About time. Hans? Hello?
Winnie! Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you come in, but I'm glad you're finally here.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for your dang door code, what's got you all excited, huh?
You'll never believe what I found. Oh, I barely believe it myself. Last night, by the orphanage, I heard 2 travelers talking about something. They said it was the scientific discovery of the century.
Well, what was it?
Winnie, they found it. They found just what we've been looking for. It's called telekinesis.
I'm not following. What's telekinesis?
Telekinesis. Yes, well, I wasn't so sure myself, but it went on to describe how this man could move things just by thinking about it.
So, he was actually a witch then?
No, Winnie, that's the thing. He was just a regular farmer. And that's not all. He could read people's thoughts and feelings, their memories. The townsfolk accused him of being a witch, what with the fear of witchcraft spreading and all. But apparently, he knew nothing about witchcraft. He just sensed his abilities.
Okay, that's nice for him, but I still don't see why you're all excited.
Right, yes. Well, I did some research after hearing this. And it's just like I thought. All the things that were said about this man's abilities, it's just like the third eye chakra spells.
Third eye? Isn't that the subject we had a few weeks ago in class?
Exactly. Don't you see? It's what we've been looking for. It's a connection between science and witchcraft, Winnie.
You mean, this would show Mother once and for all that science is important?
Exactly. Just think of the possibilities, too. The discoveries we could make with this.
Hold on. If this is what the third eye thing can do, then my test, I could pass it easily.
Well, sure. But not just that. If we can learn more about what telekinesis is, then we can help people understand magic through science. People won't have to be afraid of us anymore.
This is it. This could be what finally helps me beat Yannicka once and for all.
Oh, but Winnie, I think perhaps we should concentrate on...
Right. What do we do now? Can we get it? This telekinesis?
telekinesis.
Right, whatever. How do we get it? What do we do?
Well, maybe, but perhaps we shouldn't rush into this.
Rush? Hans, the Wanderer's test is any day now. Mother was just lecturing me about it. If I get this telekinesis, if I use it to pass this test, my weird will be perfect. Mother won't have to scold me or tell me off anymore.
Right. That is true.
And maybe finally, Mother will stop comparing me. I'll never have to be told I'm not as good as precious little Yannicka ever again.
Yeah, you're right, Winnie. Let's do it. Let's help you pass that test.
So, details. How are we going to do this?
So, Hans is the same voice actor as Ben, and I think that's probably a mistake because the voice acting seems a little too similar. It's recognizable. So, I still think that we're headed towards a train wreck, but I don't know how yet.
Do you remember anything about the third eye spells? I might not have been paying too much attention in class.
Yes, I looked over my notes last night. We were never taught any direct awakening spells, but there's one incantation Mrs. Vogt recited from her spell book that kind of fits.
Okay, great. What is it?
It's an incantation to summon the goddess Minerva for extrasensory insight and knowledge. You imbue magic beads with the spell, then place them on your head to help open your third eye. But Winnie, you know that Mrs. Vogt's spellbook is strictly off limits to us.
And you know it wouldn't be the first time I've borrowed it either. All right, so first we need a plan for swiping the spellbook again. What else?
Oh, well, from what I remember, the beads are okay. I have some left over from class. But we also need 3 candles. One of white, one of purple, and one of blue.
That could be tricky. I don't think there's any left in the school.
We could make them, though.
We can? All right, great. Swipe spellbook, make candles. Easy. Let's get cracking then. Where's this telekinesis guy gone? Let's go find him. Surely he could just tell me how to pass my test if he wants to help people, right?
Actually, that was kind of my first thought, too. That's why I'm fixing this machine. The idea is that it reads patterns of energy moving in the brain when you wear it. So if we observe this man's brain patterns, then perhaps we could even replicate them.
Yes, that sounds great. Let's do it.
But I'm not so sure. It might take time, Winnie. This machine still needs a lot of work. And the man, he went into hiding.
What? Why?
To avoid punishment. These townspeople, they're really serious about putting an end to witchcraft.
Ugh, darn people. Always getting so worked up about stuff they don't know anything about.
Yes, well, that's why they get worked up, Winnie. We just have to be patient. Find ways to help them understand, you know?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. What do we need for candle making then?
Well, I know it's possible. I just don't know how. Yannicka's the one who told me about it. Maybe you can ask her.
Oh. Right, of course she did. Ugh.
But I do know how to make dyes. So if we can make candles, I can help color them. As long as it's the right color, it can be flowers, plants, stuff like that. I have a book on biology around here that might help you.
And we need white, purple, and blue.
Keep your eyes open, and if you see anything, bring it to me and I'll take care of the dye.
Purple is actually a really difficult dye color to make. that's gonna probably be a little harder. Although probably not for the game. In the real world it would be difficult. A lot of the purple dice came from crushing like beetles. Let's see. Do I need to talk to him about the candle dies? No, I don't think so. Let's just go to this one.
By the way, Mother said you have to go see her about your test.
Oh, right. I still need to pass the smoke appearance module.
Smoke appearance? Oh, is that for your elective?
Yeah, methods of appearing. The only reason I chose it is because I thought I could fake it with solidified carbon dioxide. Turns out, not so easy to move around or use on my own.
Solid carbon... what?
Solidified carbon dioxide. It's that smoky stuff behind me there. It's kind of like ice, but dry and much colder. So cold it burns you if you touch it. I figured that out the hard way.
But how's that meant to help you with your smoke appearance?
Well, that fog coming off of it, that's sublimation. The ice turning from a solid into a gas. But if you drop the ice into water, then that happens a lot faster and makes a lot more fog.
Ah, I see. And then you'd use that to disguise your appearance. Clever, clever. Maybe not just disguising an appearance, but also a disappearance as well.
Winnie, what are you planning now?
Hans, we'll use this to steal the spellbook. It's perfect. If there's as much fog as you say, it should be easy to grab it while Mother is distracted.
Sure, but like I said, it's too cold to carry. And we don't have any gloves. And besides, I can't really drop it in water without Mrs. Vogt noticing.
Right. Don't worry about all that. I'll find a way I can help while you're doing the test. Leave it to me. I'll figure it out.
So we have some dry ice we're gonna play with too.
Right. This incantation isn't, incantating itself. I'm off to get us stuff.
Okay then, Winnie. I'll be here if you need me.
So we've got a lot of things to click on, a lot of things to deal with. It's now proven that this puzzle is going to probably be the rest of the entire chapter. So we'll start saving over things. I wonder if I will make it all the way to the end the second time here. So yeah, we've got a lot to do, it looks like. And we will do it, or at least make some progress on it, in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me even further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.